Florida today.
Anybody who's ever driven through South Beach has experienced the unique culture and ambience that draws people from all over the world. And as you know, South Beach boasts a collection of Art Deco architecture like none other. And now photos of these landmark buildings are all being compiled in a new book. Joining me now is Iris Chase with the Miami Design Preservation League's Art Deco Welcome Center. Hello.
Hi, nice to see you.
I love this book.
Oh, thank you. I do too.
I'm glad. It really draws you in, and often when you live in a place, you take these amazing treasures for granted, don't you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did too. When I was writing the book, I started to focus more on the details of a lot of the buildings and a lot of the places that I really now treasure, more so because I was writing about them.
But what I find interesting is the buildings that were built truly during the Art Deco period and those that sort of mimic them. And I would imagine researching a book like this, you really kind of got more detail than you ever knew existed.
Absolutely. And I love some of the new contemporary buildings, and I actually dedicate a chapter to those because they do mimic a lot of the Art Deco buildings of the past, but they have a certain originality of their own that are really very special to South Beach.
How does one define Art Deco?
Great question, and I devote a chapter to that. In fact, it's called What is Art Deco Anyway? Mm-hmm. I define it in my way, different than maybe someone else, but my way is that you can be safe to look at all of the architecture and designs of that period from 1925 to 1940. Mm-hmm. Anything that was considered new, it's safe to say it was Art Deco. They used a lot of new materials such as stainless steel and aluminum, very sleek materials, and there was a departure from the very fluffy and frilly Art Nouveau styles. Mm-hmm. So you'll see a lot of clean lines, geometric but also curved. And so many of the designers of that period are thought of as contemporary designers now, such as Corbusier and Eileen Gray. Their furnitures you'll see in very sleek furniture shops now.
What are some of your very favorites?
Well, I just bought 2 Corbusier chairs that I love because they're the most comfortable chairs I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm. and building-wise, what are the standouts?
It's hard because I love so many of them, but I do love the National Hotel on Collins Avenue, partly because it's so much like it was. They've kept not just the exterior, but the interior and the details, such as the sconces on the walls and the furniture. It's very much like walking back into the 30s.
And when new construction comes along on Miami Beach, is it required that they keep within the Art Deco frame of architecture?
Well, it's required that they keep, it depends. If they're buying a building that's already been built, and it is in the historic district, they do have to go through a lot of approvals, and the facade has to remain very much as it did back when it was created. Now, a lot of the buildings have deteriorated, or at least did deteriorate, and back in the 80s, there was a chance to recreate, but there were also some buildings that were not worthy of the Art Deco stature, so there was a lot of back and forth.
My favorite is a little lifeguard stand with a little thing that looks like an alien on the top.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I love those stands, and I have a chapter which is a walking tour of all of the lifeguard stands, and there are just so many of them.
As long as there's a lifeguard in the stand, I'll take that walking tour anytime.
That's not bad either, right?
Iris, thank you so much. Again, the book is called South Beach Deco, Step by Step. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Now over to you.